Uploading daily on YouTube, is this a sure way to get your channel to just take off immediately so you can start making money and getting all this fame? Or is it a sure way to just burn out and never want to touch YouTube again? Well, we're going to answer the question to that because I challenged myself to upload daily to YouTube for 1 month straight, and I got some pretty interesting results to share with you. So let's get into the video. What's up, everyone? It's Elijah with Financial Anatomy, coming at you with another video that will allow you to take control of your financial destiny. Here on this channel, we talk about personal finance, side hustles, ways to make money, and investing. And in this video, we're actually going to be talking about YouTube, which is kind of connected to everything I just said. In a way, maybe not investing, but I digress. But we're going to be talking about uploading to YouTube daily, how I did it for a month, the effects it had on my channel, and will I keep doing it in the future. Before I did this, I was uploading about twice a week. Then I decided to challenge myself and go daily for a month straight. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the effect it had on my YouTube metrics. Did they go up? Did they go down? And how exactly did that affect? But we're going to do it differently than you might be thinking about right now. For instance, a lot of y'all probably assume when it comes to the views, I'm just going to take the amount of views that were gained from the videos I made during this daily challenge and then just add those up and say, okay, these are the views that contributed. That's not how YouTube works. Every time you make a video, that's an extra chance for someone new to find your channel. That's an extra chance for them to watch multiple videos from you, including the ones you've already made. And if they watch more than 3 videos in a row, or really all it takes is 3 videos, that's when the YouTube algorithm is going to start shoving your videos down their throat. And if they like you, they're going to watch them. So that means that them just watching one of your videos, one of your new videos during this daily challenge for me can have a compound interest effect of them watching 5 or 6 videos and subscribing and being able to watch more content from me in the future. So it grows incrementally, not just, oh, this is just one view, now it's done with. So that means I'm going to look at the total effect that this had on the YouTube channel in general, instead of just counting activity that was generated during that daily period. So let's go ahead and move on to the computer so you can see what I mean. Okay, so we're in the YouTube dashboard. I'm gonna go to the videos. And I started uploading daily on February 21st. And as you can see, I'm just gonna gradually scroll up. There's been a video daily for the past month, all the way up to March 20th. Now, I technically still need to do a video for today, which is March 21st, but this is today's video. So the effects of this video won't be included in everything I'm about to talk about, but that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and move forward. So let's go to the analytics. And right off the bat, you see the views that have been generated over the past 48 hours. So that's been ranging between 2,000 and like 2,300. And before I started the daily YouTube channel, it would range between 1,200 and 1,400. So right there, you can already see an increase in just the amount of views that are increased on a 2-day span. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the metrics from a month that had no effect on, that was not affected by the daily YouTube challenge. So we're going to go to January, and we see 14,000 views. We see 627 hours and 0.9 of watch time, and we see 112 subscribers that were gained in the month of January. Now we're going to look at the time span where the daily YouTube challenge took place. So started on February 21st, and we're going to the 20th. Now keep in mind, February is actually a short month. That's why it's actually 28 days and not like 30 or 31. So technically tomorrow's video and Tuesday's video should be included in this if we're going to do a full month, but we're going to go ahead and move forward. That's just to say that the results would actually be higher if we included all that. So I'm going to hit apply. And we have, from terms of views, we have 27,500. We have 27,500 views that were generated during that time span, 1,100 watch time hours, and 197 gained subscribers. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the math to see exactly what effect did me uploading daily for the past 28 days have on the channel's metrics. So we're going to move over to the calculator. Boom. All right. And we're going to do some math. So first, the views. All we're going to do is take the amount of views from the uploading daily time span and minus the views from January. So 27,500 minus 14,000, that gives us 13,500 views. All right, now we're going to move on to watch time. So 1100, and the watch time is in hours, just in case you're wondering, like, what is that metrics? It's the watch time in terms of hours. Minus 627.9, and that gives us 472 hours of watch time. Obviously, there's the 0.1, but I'm just going to round down. Then for the subscribers, we have 197 minus 112. And that gives us 85 additional subscribers that were gained because of this daily YouTube challenge. So we're going to get out of that. So that means that this challenge produced 13,500 more views. It produced 472 more watch time hours. Like I said, I'm rounding down, not including that 0.1. And it gave me an additional 85 subscribers. And for those of y'all that are wondering exactly how close am I to monetization and how much it affected directly on that, so we're going to go to monetization. And these numbers at the end or middle of January, it was around like 600 in terms of subscribers. And in terms of watch time, it was in the high 1900s. So we can already tell that it had definitely had a big positive effect in terms of moving me closer to monetization. But there's probably one more metric that you want to know about. I mean, it's on the screen right now. And keep in mind that the Financial Anatomy YouTube channel is not monetized at this time. That's why you didn't see that metric in the equation. But I'm also going to just do the math for you in terms of the CPM and RPM to figure out how much money the channel would have been making if it's monetized like in January, and how much it would have made from the YouTube Daily Challenge. And for those of y'all that are about to whine and complain saying, hey man, I don't care about those metrics. I just want to know how much money it would have made. What difference is the money? Well, we're about to get into that, so just relax. So we're going to take those numbers that we already know about, and we're going to do some math to figure out how much money would have been made. So got my phone out so we can do some calculations. You might be wondering, how am I coming up with this number if YouTube isn't recording it? Well, all I'm doing is taking the RPM rate, which is our share of the profits on YouTube, and then just multiplying that times the amount of days in a month. That's pretty much all I'm doing. As far as the RPM for my channel, since I'm in the personal finance niche, I'm assuming that would be around $15, although I'm lowballing it kinda, because y'all saw I did some real estate videos with Tamiko, and those tend to get like $40 CPMs. Even on the personal finance, the CPMs usually get between 20 and 25, but I'm just gonna lowball it at 15 just so we can keep, I don't wanna overshoot it. So since we're using the RPM of 15, all we gotta do is multiply 14, because there's 14,000 views in the number 14,000, and multiply that times 15, and it gives us a number of 210. So that's how much money the channel would have been making in January if it was monetized. Now let's go into the money that was made in terms of the daily YouTube uploading period. So we take the total number of views that were generated, 27,500. I'm actually just gonna round that down to 27, just keep things simple. So 27,000, we get to use the number 27 because there's 27 thousands in 27,000. And then we're gonna multiply that times 15, and that gives us $405. So that's around a 93% increase in revenue that uploading daily on YouTube had on my channel if it was monetized. And keep in mind that I'm also lowballing it, because a lot of times personal finance videos do get in the mid to high 20s in terms of RPMs. Of course, I did not include the book sales that I made from the Anatomy of Financial Success, because there's more people that found out about it because they watched my videos. I didn't include the app referrals that I got from my Cash App videos, which I made quite a few of them during this time span. And I also didn't include any affiliate revenue. We're just strictly talking about YouTube ad revenue. So the next question is, how was I able to upload daily on YouTube? Well, it's actually a lot easier than you probably think. See, uploading daily on YouTube for me doesn't necessarily mean that I record like 30 videos. I actually did it in a very different way. I basically made 3 categories of videos that I made, and it was designed so that I would not burn out. Let me tell you what I mean. So the first category of video is something that I knew my audience wanted. See, I sent out an email to my email list asking like, hey, what videos or topics on personal finance and business do you want to see covered? I also sent that to Facebook and Instagram in the form of stories, and people sent me suggestions of what they wanted. For instance, someone said that they wanted to know more about the beginning part of investing because they want to open a Roth IRA, but they're just a little hesitant because they don't know too much about it. That's where the Investing for Beginners came from. There were actually quite a few videos where people want to know more about something specifically involving Cash App. So I made a video on it. That was the first category of video that I made on a fairly frequent basis. Moving on to the second category of video, one thing I would get annoyed about when I watch YouTube myself, because I pretty much watch YouTube as much as I contribute to it in terms of making videos, and I would be listening to someone, they're just spitting all this awesome education, they'd have some music in the background. I'm like, oh, that's cool. What soundtrack is that? What song is that? And it would be nowhere in the description or pinned comment. I would get annoyed. So what I decided to do was, all the music I use in the background of Financial Anatomy, I decided to make them resources videos. I would upload that song so people would know, hey, oh, I like this song. Let me go search the Financial Anatomy resource video, see if I can find it. Boom, then I can download it. But I took it a step further by actually taking that song and extending it to an hour loop, which is something that helps me on watch time for number one. Number two, the longer someone watches the video, the more likely YouTube is to recommend your videos in the future. So some people call them watch time traps. I guess that fits the category. And the third category is videos that are not hard to produce, but they have a lot of value to my audience. So what fits that category? As y'all know, starting out this year, I've had a few guests on the Financial Anatomy YouTube channel. And this goes in the form of me interviewing them about their expertise and asking them certain questions that are gonna help my audience specifically, which is young adults and people who are looking to make more money. With that being the case, that live stream itself is pretty valuable, but I take that live stream and split it into individual clips that make standalone videos, and that doesn't take much effort. At some point in the week, you would see a video that was a clip of that live stream, because a lot of people aren't going to watch the full live stream. They may not have time, but they will check out that little clip in the live stream to get value. And if they want to learn more about the live stream or about what was being talked about, they're welcome to check out the live stream. What that does is it generates interest for the live stream. They get value in that clip, and it kind of gives me a break as a creator because I didn't have to make that video. I really only made I made one video, and I end up making 4 or 5 videos out of that one video, giving me as a creator a reasonable break. Those are the dynamics of how I was able to do this, but truth be told, that's not the most memorable thing I'm taking away from this. The most useful thing for me is the effect all this had on me, because it forced me to have to get creative, to come up with ways to serve my audience, come up with ways to find topics, and also just come up with ways to keep this going on a daily basis. I also didn't mention this in the first category, but before I surveyed my audience about what kind of topics they wanted, if I wanted to find a new topic that I knew was going to be okay or do semi-okay, then I would actually just type in search popular things that people were searching for. And if there was already a video that was highly ranked and got a lot of views, I would just make a 2021 version of that video and make the video better. Just a little YouTube tip there. A good example of this forcing me to be creative is actually this video. This video was not planned in any way. I just got up in the morning and I was inspired to do this video because I just had a thought on it. I had a little creative thought that, hey, it'd be pretty cool to share this documented process with my audience because I know people have an interest in YouTube. If I hadn't challenged myself to upload daily for a month, I doubt I would have had an idea like this, because once you get that creative flow going, it's going. So a lot of y'all probably asking, is this the end of the uploading daily? Or are you going to go back to uploading like just twice a week? Honestly, I enjoy uploading daily, and it brings a lot of value to y'all, and obviously it's bringing value to me as well. So for now, I'm gonna keep doing daily until I say otherwise. I'm finding it very appealing. But that concludes this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, or any stories. Anyone that's uploading daily, I would love to hear your thoughts and your commentary in the comments below. I'll also be making a video on when I do get monetized, how long does the monetization process take? Now keep in mind, I do have another channel, The App Lifestyle, that's been monetized for quite some time. So it's not like I'm like noob to monetization. I am kind of curious how long it's gonna take this time around, because The App Lifestyle took like 22 days. Is this gonna take 22 days, or is it gonna take like a day and a half? That's gonna be interesting to find out. And it might be a good reason to subscribe if you want to find out more information when I drop that video, as well as like this video if you found value in it, and maybe hit that bell notification. My guess is I'll reach the requirements for monetization within the next week and a half based on the trajectory the channel is going. 2 weeks at max. The only thing I see that might be holding me back is there's a chance I'll reach the watch time requirements a little faster than hitting the subscriber mark. So if you could subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. So with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next video. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.